Okay. So there are a lot of OBS tutorial videos out there, but none of them really show you what you can do with it for virtual theater. So I made a video that explains a little bit better how you can import zoom into your OBS display, how to add different cues, and how to organize scenes and cues. So the first thing you will want to do is go to the Open Broadcaster software website and download and install the program. So the page is going to look like this, and you'll just click on either Windows or Mac or Linux if you happen to have that, and it'll automatically download. And once you do that, it'll take you to a page where it'll automatically download, and then it'll help you set it up from there. Installing is pretty easy if you've installed stuff before. If not, just follow the links, and you can find other places that teach you how to do that. Alright, once you do that, you'll want to open OBS and you'll see a black screen and some windows below it. You can use the scene window to add scenes and organize them by clicking on the plus button down here. So you can add a scene. So we're going to add a scene, and I'm going to name it Scene 4. Okay. And then you can reorder the scenes by either dragging them or clicking up and down on these arrows. Next, you can add sources in the window to the right of the scene window. You can do so by clicking on the plus button at the bottom of this window, or right-clicking anywhere in this blank space. So the first thing I'm going to do is going to add my camera source. So I'm going to go to Video Capture Device. I'm going to call it me. I'm going to call it my camera. And then I'm going to choose my HD webcam that I have, and there I am. I have a green screen background right now. You don't have to have it, but it's fun to have. And depending on what you want to do. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to adjust how big you want it. So right now you can either click and drag, or you can go to click and then you can right click on the item, so on the video, and go to transform and go to stretch to screen. And then it'll fill the space quickly. Next, we're going to add another source. So you can add video cues and sound cues to overlay on top of each other. So we're going to go to add, and I'm going to add another video source. So I'm going to add a media source. And I'm going to add in Snowfield. You never want to add an existing source, just because it's not gonna play. You'll have to deactivate it and activate it. It's complicated. So okay, I'm gonna browse, and I'm gonna go to my video sources, and I'm gonna go to this pretty snowfall. Okay, and I want my camera to be in front on the top so that I'm showing first, and then I'm going to add a filter onto my green screen cam, and by adding a filter, you just right click and then you choose filter, and then I'm going to add a chroma key, and then all you have to do if you have a green screen, you just leave it, but if you have like a blue or whatever, you just change it, but I'm going to leave it at green. And then you slide down, slide up to match the background while not losing yourself. That's okay. That's fine for now, but we'll fix that. Just for demonstration, that'll be okay. Okay? And then next you're going to want to put the snowy field on top so that your field will play. So I'm going to hit replay if it doesn't happen, and again I'll want to be on top and on the bottom. So there we go. If you want this to keep playing in the background, hit right click and go back to properties, and you'll want to make sure it's on loop so that it continues playing. That's my cat. Okay. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add another filter. So I'm going to add another video filter. So media source, not a filter, but call it snow falling. I'm going to have that on loop. I'm going to browse. I like to organize all of my videos and sources into one place so I don't have to keep searching for them. So I want snow. I'm going to open. And what I want is for the snow to show up in the video and me. So I'm going to add a filter, and I'm going to add chroma key again. And I am going to bring the opacity down so I can see what's behind it, but I can still see the snowflakes. And I'm going to bring it to just there. And look at that, it's snowing and you can see the snowflakes are in front of me, so that gives like it a cool dimension type thing. Okay, and then the last thing I'm going to show you is how to insert sound cues and how to make sure you can play them and hear them. So let's go to add cue. I'm going to go to add another media source. Make sure you go to media source and not audio input or audio output to capture. That means like a virtual, or like you have another microphone you want to capture. So I'm going to go to, I'm going to add cool music. I'll just call it cool music. And then browse. And let's go to, what's this, ethereal, that's what I want. And we're also going to loop that. Okay. This bar right here shows that it's playing, but if you can't hear it, then go down to this audio mixer and go down to your cool music and click this and go to advanced audio properties, and you'll go to cool music, and you'll want to put it to monitor and output, so you get both monitor, so like your headphones or whatever, and wherever you happen to be streaming, if you're streaming it. So I'm going to do that, and now you should be able to hear it. I'm going to turn it up a little, make sure you guys can hear it on that end too. Okay. So that's added. I'm going to pause that by turning this eye off, and then I'm going to add another sound. So I'm going to add another media source, And I would like to add in some howling, because I think that fits into this little scene. So I'm going to browse again. I don't want it to loop. Howl. Okay. And then again, if you can't hear it, you gotta go to settings, go to advanced audio properties, howling sound, monitor and output, and then you'll have to replay it, so you can hit the replay button, or you can turn the eye on and eye off again. Okay, I'm gonna add one more sound. I'm gonna add thunder, because I like thunder. Okay, and then the same thing again. I think I'll loop this one this time because it's longer. It just gives it a nice ambiance. I think it's this one. Another thing you should do is you should rename these so you can find them better. I didn't do that with the first ones I did, but I did with these. Ben. Okay. And then again, you'll have to go to Thunder Sound, Settings, Advanced Audio Properties, Howling, Thunder Sound, Monitor and Output. Okay, so I'm gonna turn all these on. Let's go to blackout, and then let's go to back to scene 4 and see how that sounds. And I think that sounds really cool. The howling and the music and the snow. The cat sitting over there. Good job, boy. Good job, Stormy. Okay, this video is probably getting long, so I'm gonna make a few more videos about more filters and properties and more about transitioning scenes and settings, but just to give you an idea of what you can do with this. Yeah. See you next time.